Welcome back to the Shot Clock. Miami Dolphins quarterback, Mr. Tua himself, had some choice words to say about his former head coach, Brian Flores. Now, for those of you that have yet to hear some of these words, let's just go ahead and take a quick listen to him.
If you woke up every morning and I told you you suck at what you did, that you don't belong doing what you do, that you shouldn't be here, that this guy should be here, that you haven't earned this right. You have a terrible person that's telling you things that you don't want to hear, or that you probably shouldn't be hearing. You're going to start to believe that about yourself. And so that's sort of like what ended up happening.
Now, before I get into what I feel about what Tua had to say, let's get a chance now, since Brian has had the opportunity to say something back. Let's listen to Brian Flores and hear his rebuttal. Mr. Flores.
I'm happy, genuinely happy, genuinely happy for the success that Tua's had. And I really wish him nothing but the best. Look, I've done a lot of reflecting on the situation, communication. I think there's things that I could do better, for sure. And I've grown in that way. And I try to apply the things that I could do better and the things that I've learned, over the last, 2-3 years.
The words you used were terrible person. I'm just curious how that hit you.
Look, I'm human. So, that hit me in a way that, I wouldn't say it was, positive for me. But at the same time, I've got to use that and say, hey, how can I grow from that? How can I be better? And that's really where I'm at from that standpoint. Do I feel like, that's me? No. But, how can I grow from that situation and create a world where that's not, the case that anyone says that about Brian Flores?
Now, I'm just going to keep it 100. I 100% give Brian Flores the utmost respect for owned it, 100. Yeah, I may have said this, may have said that. I don't want that to be who people think that I am. He said that he looked in the mirror, he made some changes, correct? Now, some of the things that I had to say, it was like this. When I looked at this whole situation, I just kind of wanted to see how it was going to play out just a little bit. Did Tua say these things as openly as he said it on that couch? Did he talk to Brian that way? Did he say, hey, coach, on his own, man to man, right? Hey, some of the things that you're saying may be negatively affecting my play on the field. I'm just saying, maybe try to come at me a different way. Now, again, I get it. I get it. Not everybody's built that way, but I'm just saying, as a player and then as a coach, there's two different responsibilities there, right? As a coach, you have to understand your personalities. Every person does not get coached the same. 100 has nothing to do if this is your star or not. Everybody has a different type of personality out there, so you have to understand how to get the best out of each individual. 100. Now, when it comes to a quarterback like Tua that obviously took a lot of that coaching in a negative way, there was a lesson that had to be learned right there. There was a lesson that had to be learned right there. And I'm glad to see a coach like Brian Flores took the time to learn that. But again, Tua, did you say this to him face to face? Or is this something that you now feel a little bit more comfortable sitting on the couch away from him, able to make those statements? And that's the Shot Clock. Hey, you already know what it is. If you haven't yet, please like, follow, and/or subscribe. And to the next one.